Have you ever thought about what it would feel like to be your own bank? To have money available whenever you want? To make loans to yourself? And to grow your wealth quietly and safely? That's exactly what infinite banking is all about. It's a financial strategy that allows you to take control of your money in ways most people never even consider. Infinite banking uses a specially designed type of life insurance policy called whole life insurance. Unlike the regular term life insurance you might be familiar with, whole life insurance does more than just protect your family if something happens to you. It becomes a financial tool. You see, these policies have something called cash value. This cash value grows over time, tax-deferred, and it's accessible to you while you're alive. That's the key. So, how does this work? Imagine you put money into a traditional savings account. The bank gives you a small interest rate, and that's it. But with infinite banking, the money you put into your policy is growing, often at a higher guaranteed rate, and on top of that, you can borrow from it whenever you want. The best part? You're paying interest to yourself instead of a bank. Essentially, you are creating your own personal banking system. Some of you might think, isn't borrowing from a life insurance policy complicated? Not at all. With infinite banking, you can borrow from your policy's cash value without credit checks or complex applications. Use it for anything: cars, real estate, business, or emergencies. While you repay yourself with interest, your cash value keeps growing. The real magic is compounding. Your money earns interest on itself, unlike banks where you pay interest. Over time, this builds a powerful financial asset that works for you. But let's be real. Infinite banking is not about quick gains or get-rich-quick schemes. It's about discipline and strategy. You start by funding your whole life insurance policy with a consistent amount. You let it grow. Over time, the cash value accumulates. Then, when you have a financial opportunity or need, you borrow against your policy. And here's the important part: you pay yourself back with interest. It's like lending money to a friend, but the friend is you. This is the secret many financially savvy people use to build wealth quietly, steadily, and securely. One of the most powerful advantages of infinite banking is control. You're no longer at the mercy of a bank's lending rules, interest rate hikes, or credit approvals. You decide when and how to use your money. And because the policy grows tax-deferred, you're not giving a cut to the government along the way. In other words, you're keeping more of your money while still having access to it anytime you need. You might wonder, why don't more people know about this? The truth is, it's not commonly taught in schools. Most people learn the traditional way: get a job, save some money in a bank, maybe invest in the stock market, and hope for the best. Infinite Banking Strategy Review. Link below. Infinite banking is a strategy that's been quietly used by wealthy families for generations. It's like having a private financial secret that compounds quietly over time, while others chase risky investments. And there's another hidden benefit. By using your life insurance policy this way, you're also building an inheritance for your family. If something happens to you, the death benefit ensures that your loved ones are taken care of, even while you were benefiting from the policy during your lifetime. It's a strategy that combines protection and wealth creation in one elegant package. Many people ask, how do I start? It begins with understanding your financial situation. How much can you safely allocate to a whole life insurance policy each month? What are your long-term financial goals? This is not about putting a huge lump sum into a policy and walking away. It's about a consistent, disciplined approach, understanding how loans against the policy work, and using the strategy to amplify your financial growth. Think of infinite banking like planting a tree. You start small, water it consistently, and over the years, it grows into something strong, tall, and fruitful. You can climb it, sit under it, or use its fruits. The beauty is that you have direct control over how you use it, and it keeps growing no matter what the outside world does. Some critics will say, you can just invest in the stock market or buy real estate. And yes, those are valid strategies, but they come with risks and require outside approvals, like banks and lenders. Infinite banking gives you flexibility, security, and liquidity that traditional investing rarely does. Plus, it blends perfectly with other investments. You're not giving up opportunities, you're enhancing them. Start with the Infinite Banking Strategy Review, link below. Now, it's important to work with a knowledgeable advisor who understands infinite banking. This is not about signing up for any policy you find online. Whole life insurance policies for infinite banking need to be structured in a specific way to maximize cash value growth. Think of it as fine-tuning an engine. You want it running efficiently to get the best results over the long term. One of the most compelling things about infinite banking is seeing it in action. People often start with small loans, maybe a car repair, a vacation, or a home improvement. They pay themselves back over time, and then they take on larger opportunities, like a business investment or buying rental property. Each time, the policy grows in value, creating a cycle of financial empowerment that is completely under their control. It's also a mindset shift. Instead of thinking like someone who has to rely on external banks or lenders, you start thinking like someone who has resources and can leverage them wisely. You become the financial architect of your own life. Every decision becomes intentional. Every dollar has a purpose. Every loan is a tool, not a burden. This is the kind of financial independence most people dream about but rarely achieve. Infinite banking is not a passing trend. It's a proven, time-tested strategy used by families to create multi-generational wealth. It's safe, flexible, and powerful when implemented correctly. And the best part? You can start small and scale as your financial comfort and goals grow. You're not required to take massive risks or gamble with your future. Instead, you use discipline, patience, and strategy to achieve financial freedom. If you're someone who's tired of being at the mercy of banks, credit cards, and interest rates, infinite banking offers a different path. A path where you are in control, your money works for you, and your financial future is something you actively shape. It's not just about saving or insurance. It's about creating your own personal banking system that grows quietly, steadily, and powerfully over time. If this message made you think differently about money, banks, or protecting your family's future, the next step is not a sales call. Infinite banking is a long-term strategy, not a product, and it's not right for everyone. To help determine whether this approach fits someone's goals, cash flow, and expectations, we've created a short, infinite banking strategy review. Start with the strategy review linked below. If it appears to be a potential fit, the viewer will be invited to schedule a brief, educational conversation. No pressure, no obligation, just clarity. Start with the strategy review linked below.